All right, here we have a 2006 F350. It's got the dual rear wheels, long wheelbase, the 6.0, which has been replaced by Ford. The EGR has been replaced. If you're looking at one of these 6.0s and it has not been factory replaced, the EGR equipment is usually what will fail on these 6.0s and cause a good bit of trouble. You have to typically replace the heads and bolts and a lot of other things. Zooming in here on the tires, you can see the tread is excellent. I bet there's not 100 miles on these back tires. We replaced the back ones and we're going to replace the front ones, but ended up just getting a different truck to use for most of the hauls, and I haven't replaced the front ones yet. So they do need to be replaced. Just the two front tires. This is the same tires that came originally on the truck. We've replaced them, but we kept the same brand, the BF Goodrich. Here you'll see a scrape that was done about a year after we got the truck. It's just cosmetic. You can see there on the light, and then right here. A hay trailer did that. Cut it a little bit too close pulling out. The bug flector, we put those on it. It didn't come with that. It has them on the windows, and you can see right here on the passenger side, it probably needs another one. That doesn't hurt it, but you can see that it is broken. That's a bug flector though. We're talking like a $50 Advance Auto upgrade, and you can buy them separately without buying the whole kit. This is the King Ranch. It's the best that you can get. Has all the options. It's got the lighted running boards. It's a two-tone color scheme. In here we have the leather seats. They have been oiled regularly. The lighter ones are typically going to be lighter in the front because the tinted windows in the back keep the seats darker back there, and up here you can have natural sunlight. All of the door locks work just fine. The windows work. This main module here controls all of the passenger and both back seats. That works without a problem. The mirrors that adjust have no problems working. Back here, we don't have any children, so there was a rare occasion that some of our buddies went to a horse show with us. You can see, the floorboard and the mats are just like new. We keep these little blanket things on here, keep some of the dirt out. Got a little flap there. All of this opens up. That is a dented area there, just a little dent. It's not a cut or anything, but all of this opens up. Excellent if you have children. You can look up here in the liner. This truck has 76,000 miles on it. We mainly used it pulling a horse trailer. We don't have any heavy equipment. It's not been chipped up. It doesn't have anything other than the factory installed options. Start it up right here. And I'll just show you right here while we're letting it warm up. The info setting tells you your miles per gallon that you're getting, which is 14.8. This was the last setting that I had it on, was pulling a 3-horse aluminum trailer with a little weekend package. 14.8 miles per gallon pulling that. Your engine hours here, 1748.8. Shows you the mileage, 76,379 miles. And you have a trip option where you can tell your last miles traveled. Then it also tells you your miles to empty, 258 miles till empty. That there is on a half a tank. This truck has a large fuel tank in it. So once you do get it filled up, you don't have to fill up that often. We've had all of the maintenance done, regularly scheduled at the Ford dealership that we purchased the truck at. I have all of those records if you'd like them. We did have the EGR module replaced, which is mainly what plagues these 6.0s. If you're not familiar with that, I'd be more than happy to share some information, or you can probably go on the internet and search. But if you're looking at a 2003 to about a 2006, late 2006, and the 6.0 motor diesel has not had the EGR package replaced by Ford, the warranty's already expired on that. The 100,000 mile 5-year warranty. And if it's not been replaced, I would stay away from it. A lot of the dealers that have these things available for sale do not have the maintenance records. Okay, all the air works great. It's got nice cold air. This has heated seats on both the passenger and the driver's side. It's got the shift on the fly 4-wheel drive. This is a parking sensor. You can turn it off, like if you have it hooked to a horse trailer, but it will let you know if you have something behind you. We've got auxiliary switches, which we've not used at all. This here is your trailer brake. It's incremented into the truck system when you get it from Ford. These King Ranches are typically used for people pulling. And that's just your gain, and you can change that depending on the trailer that you're pulling. Now you hear the truck is idling up a little bit more. That's it's not been cranked in a while. So when you let it sit and warm up, it will do that on its own, and then as soon as you put your foot on the brake, it'll go back down. This is the 6-disc CD changer. Got the program settings. Everything works there without any problems. Got some power points. One here, used for a GPS. This down here is a cigarette lighter, power point. This works. All up under here, you have a place to put some things. There's some maintenance records down there, some original paperwork from Ford. Up here, you have your controls that work your roof. I haven't had this open in years, but it works. Very nice sunroof. Now, this little dinger went off. I'll show you what this is. This says water in fuel. Okay, there's a sensor that's up in the engine area that measures the moisture, the water content in the fuel. It's a reservoir that does need to be emptied periodically. It's usually emptied when we go in to change our oil. Because we've not driven this truck a lot, I mean, this is the first time it's been cranked up in probably 2 weeks, your condensation does tend to build up in that module, not in the fuel, but in the module. So we have tested that. It's something that is easily reset, which that's what you do. You press the little reset button right here, and then you won't have to worry about it again for a good bit. It won't continually beep, but it does usually do that. It'll go through its system and check the settings, you know, before you take off. No issues with the windows. The next service here, the sticker up on the top. Next service is at 80,000 miles, and we're at 76. Glove compartment works correctly. Got some Kleenexes in there. Got the factory airbags. Everything works. What I'm going to do is open this hood for you so you can look at the engine as well. We also have, don't know if I mentioned, the B&W turnover ball, which you can also use for a fifth wheel camper hitch. They do make an attachment to put on there. This little lever you pull lets your ball come out. You can have it flat. Of course, the four-wheel drive off-road series. There's no scrapes or dings on the tailgate. Several different kinds of brake adapters. The Reese hitch. These are the sensors, the rear backup sensors. Excellent truck. Only reason why we're selling this, we bought it new. Didn't even have 100 miles on it when we purchased it. We don't need a crew cab. We have another crew cab that's a single wheel, single rear wheel that we use pulling. We just don't need this big of a truck right now. Now right here, this is your area of concern with the EGR issues. Tells you your coolant. You have blowback problems, all kinds of issues with these 6.0s. Like I said, this has been replaced by Ford under warranty. And we have all those records available. It's a great truck. You can give us a call, 336-374-0296. If you have any questions or would like to set up an appointment to come and drive it. Thank you, and sorry for my wonderful country accent.